Hey, what's up, Inquirers? Today we're looking at hashtag Jennifer, hashtag s30, and hashtag stabbing. In today's video, we're going to be explaining why those are trending on Twitter. Thank you for watching. This is Inspiring Inquiry. So how is Twitter at it again today? Well, I got on Twitter today and started scrolling through it again, and I seen a few of those hashtags, and I came upon this video that seemingly showed a bunch of the protesters in Minneapolis attacking some woman in a wheelchair. A lot of people were sharing this, saying, you know, they're attacking this poor disabled woman in a wheelchair. So I started scrolling through, I started looking at some of the videos, and a different picture started to be painted. Let's try to piece that picture together and see what we can understand. Now, before I start to piece this picture together, I did say protesters, and I'm sure that a lot of these people out there are protesters because there is a legitimate reason to be protesting in Minneapolis right now. But in this given instance, a lot of these people, especially the people involved in this altercation, seem to be looters. They seem to be people taking things from the target. So I just wanted to clarify that yes, some are protesters, but some are looters as well. So this is the woman in question. People on Twitter have been referring to her as Jennifer, and I'm not too certain of her real name, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna go ahead and refer to her as Jennifer. Now, originally, whenever I seen this video, people were sharing it saying that they were attacking this disabled woman, some even saying that the reason for this attack was racist in nature. So I'm gonna show some videos, and I'm gonna go in a particular order. I'm gonna go in an order based on the way that she looks because it seems to paint a particular picture based on the timeline of events. So here's the first video. So there's really not too much to glean from this one. I played it first because of the way that she looks and the condition that she's in. You can tell that this is towards the beginning, maybe when she first got there or something. Now, we can't tell what the context of this video is in. We don't know what happened before. We don't really know what happened after. We do have some video footage of what happened after, and I'm about to show that in a minute. But as far as this, we can't really tell really what's going on. If you look at her face, you can see that she doesn't really seem to be too bothered by it. It seems like she is trying to block them. You can hear people screaming for her to just get out of the way. Obviously, that person is pushing her, trying to get her to move, and then the next thing you know, the wheelchair starts to move again. So to be able to get a better picture, we're going to continue on with the video so we can get a better idea of how the timeline goes. Here's the next video. Alright, now this clip was rather short. It was only about 7 or 8 seconds long. In this clip, you can see her in front of a door, which looks like it might be some sort of a side door to the target or something, and she's got her wheelchair pushed in front. Now, I don't know if she put it there or if someone else put it there, but if she is trying to block people from looting the target, then it would make sense that that's what she's doing. She's trying to block it. Well, you see one of the people, the one with the Winnie the Pooh backpack on, come up and starts to unzip some of the things on her side. And this is actually going to be referenced later on in the video whenever we hear from the lady Jennifer herself in another clip that I have. And then you also see someone come up from behind her and start punching her in the back of the head. So it's really hard to know exactly what's going on here, but these next two clips are of the same incident, but they're from two different angles. So we're going to play both of them. That way you can get an idea of what is really going on. Now in this next clip, you can see that there's a tag underneath it where it says she's stabbing people. Now from this clip that I'm about to play, you can't really tell whether or not she's trying to stab people. Towards the end of it, you can actually see where it looks like she's swiping at someone with something in her hand, but the clip afterwards, shot from a different perspective, provides clarity. So let's go ahead and see that clip right now.
Move, bitch! She's stabbing people! Hey, hey, hey! She got a knife! She got a knife! Get out of here! Leave her alone! She got a knife! She's stabbing people!
All right, so from this clip, what you can see is that in the beginning, you see her sitting there in front of the door. Someone comes out of the door with a trash bag and the person appears to be white. I think this might be why some people were saying that she was racist and she was blocking only black people from looting. I think it's from that portion of the clip, because as you can see, she's sitting there. She doesn't make any moves to stop the person that's walking by with the trash can. But then when somebody else comes, a black lady comes with a cart full of things, she goes to come through the door, and then that's when she moves in front of the way. We'll go ahead and play that clip again right now so you can see as she gets in front of the way and then slashes at her with an object in her hand.
Hey, hey. She got a knife! She got a knife!
All right, so this next clip is of the same incident, the same moment in the string of incidents that happens with this lady. But it's just shot from a different angle and a different perspective. You can actually hear the person in the other video, or seemingly hear the person in the other video, saying her name, Jennifer. And it's a little over to the left a bit, but it goes a little bit further than what the other video captured. It goes for a little bit longer. In this clip, we get a better view of what she has in her hand as she closes it and goes to put it away. Here's that clip now.
She got a knife!
Jennifer, 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 is that enough?
She got a knife!
No, she got a knife. She's gonna die out here. She got a knife. Jennifer, is there anything I can do for you? Please, Jennifer, please.
So this one's a little bit harder to watch. Aside from the fire extinguisher being blown in her face and the hits that she took to the head a little while earlier, you can see several things being thrown and pelting her in the face. So much so that she seems to be in somewhat of a daze as people tell her to just get out of there. Now, regardless of whether or not she put herself in that situation, which I think is stupid, I don't know why anyone, especially someone in a wheelchair, would put themselves in that sort of a situation and bring a knife. I mean, it seems like she might have been expecting some blowback from it, but regardless, I think there are a lot of things wrong with this picture. You've got people looting a Target. You've got some lady who goes out in a wheelchair to try and stop the looting. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If that's the condition that you're in, you really shouldn't be putting yourself in that situation. At the same time, regardless of whether or not she's using a knife, we can't tell from the video whether or not she had the knife that was for self-defense. I mean, she's putting herself in that situation, so it's kind of hard to say that she's defending herself with the knife when she's the one who put herself in that position. So aside from the claims that she was racist and she was only trying to stop black people, which we've seen the video evidence, that is a plausible theory, given the fact that she let someone that was white with a trash bag full of who knows what come walking by, and she didn't seem to obstruct that person whatsoever. She did seem to try and obstruct other people, and I think that the black lady who was coming out with the cart of things, I mean, it could have been a coincidental type of thing. I don't know why she let the first person pass, but the fact that that person was white and the person that she blocked was black is enough to give people the inclination that she was being racist in who she was trying to stop and who she wasn't. Now, there were also claims that she was taking money out of some sort of an ATM or something like that. I haven't seen any video. I haven't seen anything other than the claims about that, so I can't really speak to that. But there are a number of people who are saying that aside from her trying to stab people, that she actually isn't disabled. There's another video that we're about to show in just a second here that it's really far away, but it seems to be her. It looks like someone that's sitting down in a wheelchair. It does look like someone who was wearing the type of shirt that she was wearing, but it is a video from very far away, so it's really hard to tell. But this person gets up and walks towards another person, seeming to like punk him out, and then she goes back to her wheelchair to sit down. So we're gonna go ahead and play that clip and see what that has to tell us. Let's play the clip. All right, so as you can see, this is another short clip and no audio, but I went ahead and looped it for you guys twice. That way you guys could get a good look at whether or not you think it's her. I'm gonna leave that up to you. All I can really say is that it does look like her, but I can't say for sure whether it is her or not. But the second thing I want to talk about in that clip is a lot of people are saying, look, this is proof that she's not disabled. Just because someone's in a wheelchair doesn't mean that they're paralyzed or that they can't walk. You know, it could be that she has some sort of an ailment that means that she can't walk for long periods of time, that it's better for her to sit in a wheelchair. So she may be faking it. I'm not saying that she's not. But just to say that, oh, she got up and walked a few feet and then walked back and sat down, and that's proof that she's faking it, I can't really get on that train. I don't think that it's proof that she's faking it. I would say that it's evidence to show that she might not have a problem, but I can't say that it's been proven that she doesn't have some sort of an ailment that requires her to use a wheelchair. All right, so now we're going to play the last clip that I have, and this is a clip of somebody talking to her after all of this stuff has gone down. It's dark outside, she's down in the middle of a street somewhere, and we're going to show this interaction between some person that comes up and starts asking her questions, and her give her side of what happened there.
The looters who looted Target did this to you? You were peacefully protesting?
I was peacefully protesting and trying to block the way so they couldn't leave when Target told us to stop.
Are you okay?
They attacked me from back, and from front and back. They punched me in my mouth, my head. I got punched in the head several times. I got grabbed from behind. People grabbed my wheelchair. They stole my keys. They stole everything they could off of me. I got maced in the face. I got covered with fire extinguisher stuff. I've already seen the EMTs and they told me to go home, but somebody just had milk and that's supposed to help with mace, and it's just making my eyes.
All right, guys, so those are the only clips that I have to illustrate this situation. It doesn't seem like she was super forthcoming in what really happened in that situation. She said that she was peacefully protesting. It was almost satirical the way the person asked her, so you were peacefully protesting and the protesters did this to you? Because she was wielding a knife and slashing at people that were trying to get things out. So it doesn't seem like she was peacefully protesting. Like I said before, you can only see snippets from these clips. You can't really get the context of everything that happened. I don't know if she eventually pulled out the knife for self-defense in what she thought was self-defense, because in the earlier clips, you don't see her using a knife. You just see her being in the way and people are pushing her and they're hitting her. So it's kind of hard to really grasp what's going on there. But you did see her say that the EMTs told her to go ahead and go home, and she's still sitting in the middle of the street. So it seems like she's somewhat inviting these confrontations to continue to go on. But if we can take away anything from this video, it's that looting is wrong, hitting people is wrong, putting yourself, whether you're disabled or not, in a situation like that is just ridiculous. It's idiotic and no one should be doing it, especially someone in a wheelchair. But I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you found it informative, and leave any and all thoughts that you have down in the comment section below. There's been a lot of good discussion about the last few videos that I've made, and I would appreciate any and all thoughts on any of these situations, stuff that we've already covered, whether it's the riots or the protesting or coronavirus or the Ahmaud Arbery situation. I welcome all your thoughts. I appreciate you guys watching. This is Inspiring Inquiry.